ain't a fucking star. I ain't a fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creations. Cats act fly, that's from their imagination. They only paper planes with no internal stimulation. Look, from day one, I thought of this one day when I could leave it all behind and follow through on my escape. A sort of suicide, killing everything I hate that I hold inside, creating wine from sour grapes. The day is come and gone, and the only thing that's changed is my attitude on how I cope with pain. I used to hold it all in and curse my name. No more of that, son. I know the folks to blame. I know that words break bones as much as stone sticks can, and I can't get an x-ray to validate how bad. So the bomb goes off to erase my past. A fresh start to make me feel free at last. Yeah, what up, everybody? My name is Ray. RayShiz.com is the website where you can find all of my music. Today we're doing a video, the making of Constellations. This is part 2 of, I don't know actually how many series I'm going to do, but this is part 2. And in part 1, what I did was talk about my lyrics. I talked about the beat that you're hearing in the background right now. And now what I want to do is go into the recording process. So today I'm going to be recording the song. I finally got it memorized, as you can see. It's still a little bit, it's not as clean as I want it to be, but hopefully by the end of today it will be that clean, and I'll record it using this mic right here and computer over there. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So what I'm going to do first is talk about the equipment that I'm using to record all of this stuff. So let's start with the mic. It's a Sterling Audio condenser microphone. I got it a couple years ago, and it's lasted me this long, and it produces pretty good quality. As long as it's like, for microphones, as long as it's a condenser microphone, it's pretty good for vocals. What you see around it is something that they call a vocal booth, and what it is just soundproof foam material that covers around the mic, and it attaches to the mic stand itself, so it's pretty stable. In mine though, I actually augmented it a bit so that I have soundproof foam on the top and the bottom of it as well, just so that, you know, it would, like, that sound couldn't escape either, making it a little bit better. There's no patent on this, so feel free to get one and modify it like however you want. Alright? Okay, so the next thing that I have is my M-Box. So I'm using Pro Tools, and I have a M-Box Mini. It's a pretty old one, but again, it's lasted me this long and it does its job, so there's no reason for me to get something new. And I'm using it with Pro Tools 8, I believe I have right now. I think it's like up to Pro Tools 10 or 11. Again, Pro Tools 8 is doing all the things that I need to do. All I need to do is just really record my vocals, and it works for that, so that's what I use. And I'm using it on my my MacBook Pro 13-inch Retina display MacBook Pro with, I think I got 4 gigs of RAM, and that's pretty much all I need. I actually use my laptop to do all my recording, all of my video editing if I'm doing video editing, so it's pretty good. Okay, so those are the tools. Now we get into recording. Right? So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go to this tracks menu here, and then click new. I usually create 10 just to start off with, because using like the different vocals, I redo my vocals for each verse maybe like 3 times, and then I also have the hook and ad-libs, so I just start off as 10 as a baseline. They're all mono audio tracks and samples. Actually, I don't even know what this means, but whatever. Alright, so I'll create. So right off the bat, Pro Tools creates 10 tracks files. Before I forget, this file here is the actual instrumental. I imported this earlier, so it's already there. I've been using it to practice off of it before I actually start recording. So I'll just do this versus Yeah, I like to name all of my tracks just so that I know what's going on before I record. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm ready to go. I have my vocal tracks, everything's ready to record. So I guess that's what I'll do next. So Constellation, verse 1, take 1. I ain't no fucking star. I ain't no fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creation. Take 2. I ain't no fucking star. I ain't no fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creations. Take 3. I ain't no fucking star. I ain't no fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creations. Cats act fly, that's in their imagination. Take 4. I ain't a fucking star. I ain't a fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creations. Cats act fly, that's in their imagination. They only paper planes with no internal stimulation. Look, from day one, I thought it was one day when I could leave it all behind and follow through on my state. A sort of suicide, killing everything I hate. That I hold inside, creating wine for several grapes. The day is coming on, and the only thing that's changed is my attitude on how I cope with pain. I used to hold it all in and curse my name. No more of that, son. I know the folks still blame. I know that words break bones as much as stone sticks can, and I can't get an X-ray to validate how bad. So the bomb goes off to erase my past. A fresh start to make me feel free at last. Okay, I like that. I like that one. The best. So let's listen to it and see how it sounds. I didn't listen to any of the ones I recorded thus far, but I think I want to listen to that one, and you can listen too. I ain't a fucking star. I ain't a fucking star, I'm a fucking constellation. I'm my own hero, marvel at my creations. Cats act fly, that's in their imagination. They only paper planes with no internal stimulation. Look, from day one, I thought it is one day when I could leave it all behind and follow through on my escape. A sort of suicide, killing everything I hate. That I hold inside, creating wine for several grapes. The day is coming gone, and the only thing that's changed is my attitude on how I cope with pain. I used to hold it all in and curse my name. No more of that, son. I know the folks still blame. I know that words break bones as much as stone sticks can, and I can't get an X-ray to validate how bad. So the bomb goes off to erase my past. A fresh start to make me feel free at last. I like that. I like it a lot. I'm pretty surprised at the fact that I was able to get it to where I actually like it in 4 takes. It usually takes longer than that. But I think it's because I've been working with this song and going over it so much times in my head, and just like doing these recordings, I've gone over it a lot, so maybe I just got it down. Who knew, like, practice actually works. Okay, so give me a second while I set up the next verse, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm about to go into the second verse. Verse 2, that is, just to make sure you're keeping up with me. And I'm about to just record it, so here we go. I got principles like your school district, but that doesn't make it better. Like your school district try to talk to my mom, but she too distant. And everyone else wanna know who is this man who took your place where you need to Nixon. Tell that nigga to resign like he did Nixon. You was never broke, so what the fuck you fixin'? Pop a pill, take a drink, and let it mix in. Amphetamines and alcohol, yeah, I've mixed it. Now addicted to life, no more fog or mystics, no more fantasies to undermine my instincts. A face in my eardrum, try to beat me senseless. I need these senses to see defenses, so I can order brew when the safety blitzes. Get the Gatorade for this life I'm living. Need to celebrate from escaping the misfit. They call us misfits, a jewelry delinquent. Strong heads, they said they don't fit. Alright, so I messed up. Alright, so 2 things. Number 1, I messed up on the last part. As you could probably tell and see. Number two is that I had the music playing in the background, which means the mic probably picked it up too, and I just noticed it when I took off my headphones. So that take was bad on two different levels. So I'm gonna do it over. Take two.
Celebrate for escaping the imprints. They call us misfits. So you be the labels, round peg, square hole. We don't fit in, wanna make us less whole. So we fit in.
Alright, I messed up again. I forgot the last part. And not only that, listening to it, I think I want to try something where I cut in and out of the recording. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So something like while I was rapping, something came to my mind where the first part, I'll explain it. Alright. So the first part of the verse, it's like I'm talking and I'm talking about like I got principles like your school district and that doesn't make it better like your school district. So I talk to my mom, but she too distant and everyone else want to know who is this. And then after that line, I go, man, who took your place, Ray? You need to nix him. So it's like someone else is talking to me, and this is people that are talking to me and what I'm hearing. So I think I'm gonna like start the verse, stop right there, and then go into like another mode or another voice, so to speak, and then pick it back up so you could clearly tell like this is someone else talking to me and not me as the rapper going through the verse. So I think I'm gonna do it like that. Take 3.
I got principles like your school district, but that doesn't make it better like your school district. Try to talk to my mom, but she too distant, and everyone else wanna know who is this man.
Take 4.
I got principles like your school district, but that doesn't make it better like your school district. Try to talk to my mom, but she too distant, and everyone else wanna know who is this man.
Take 5.
I got principles like your school district, but that doesn't make it better like your school district. Try to talk to my mom, but she too distant, and everyone else wanna know who is this man.
So I like that one way better, and I think I'm gonna keep it. So give me a second. Alright, so this is still verse 2. This is take, still take 5, but this is the next part.
Man, who took your place, man? You need to nix and tell that nigga to resign like he did nix.
Verse 2, take 6.
Man, who took your place, man? You need to nix and tell that nigga to resign like he did nix. You was never broke, so what the fuck you fixin'? Pop a pill, took a drink and let it mix in.
Take 7.
Man, who took your place, man? You need to nix and tell that nigga to resign like he did nixin'. You was never broke, so what the fuck you fixin'? Pop a pill, take a drink and let it mix in.
Let's take a look at it and see how it sounds.
I got principles like your school district, but that doesn't make it better like your school district. Try to talk to my mom, but she too distant, and everyone else wanna know who is this man. Who took your place, Ray? You need to nix and tell that nigga to resign like he did Nixon. You was never broke, so what the fuck you fixin'? Pop a pill, take a drink and let it mix in. Amphetamines and alcohol, yeah, I've mixed it. Now addicted to light, no more fog of mystics, no more fantasies to undermine my instincts. The fakes in my eardrums try to beat me senseless. I need these senses to see defenses, so I can audible when my... Alright, so obviously I am very thrilled about how that turned out. So I am going to make sure to save that and then continue with the rest of the verse. So a couple things happened since my last take of recording. So you saw up to take 8. So I actually did take 9 and take 10. 2 that didn't go well. So the next up is take 11. It didn't get recorded because my camera stops recording after 20 minutes of recording. And I didn't realize 20 minutes has passed, so you didn't get that last part. So what I said though, after take 10, I realized that a part of the track of the song, I was messing up a lot. And I was messing up because
I need to work out how the flow of that one line is, and that line is when I say, I got phonies in my eardrum trying to beat me senseless. I need these. So like that phonies in my eardrum, like I keep stumbling on that, and that's messing me up. I want to say phonies. I might want to say fakes in my eardrum. I don't know what I want to say, but I need to work that out. So that's that thing. The other thing that happened when I stopped it and I started like looking at what I just recorded, I realized that I was out of focus the entire time. So for verses 1 and part of verse 2, you'll be looking at some out of focus videos. Sorry about that. Didn't realize. I think I know what the problem was or is, so I'll avoid making out of focus videos in the future, and you'll have to suffer through some clips of out of focus shit. Sorry. But for right now, I think I'm gonna stop for today and pick it up again tomorrow. I need to, like I said, I need to work on that line to make sure it's perfect, and I want to make sure that when I start recording again, I don't make as many mistakes as I did today. But in all, I think we did a good job. Like the first verse I think is pretty tight. The second verse I think is pretty tight too, especially when I stop and I go into a different voice, a different mode. I think that's going to pick up really well when it goes into like production and mixing. So I look forward to it, and I hope you do too. So that's it for today, and like I said, I'll pick up tomorrow, and we'll just keep going with the making of Constellations. Alright, so thanks again. Yo, I'm Ray. RayShiz.com is where you can get my music, and talk to you soon.